Hey Austin, Liz King here, and I would love to chat for a sec about the impact the election had on the real estate market, and then those pesky holidays, and then kind of the forecast of what's going to happen in 2025. So, quick history lesson. I used to be a history teacher. September and October of this year, of 2024, were pretty slow. And so I think what ended up happening is sometimes there's some activity in October. I think a lot of people were waiting for the election results to be able to make their decision. And I think that, interest rates they've been somewhat high. The election, that whole season felt just a little uncertain. And I think once a decision was made, I feel like all of a sudden people felt like they could make their home choice and home decision. And so all of a sudden, right after the election, in like the 2 weeks after, there was this flurry of activity, and people were actually committing to homes that had been sitting for some time. So in my neighborhood, there were like 3 that went under contract in 2 days, and they were all over $2 million, and they were like these homes that had sat for 100 days plus, and all of a sudden went under contract. So I think that people were just, again, waiting for that decision to be made, and then they could actually feel like they could breathe again. That was great. Then the holidays hit, and I really do think that during the holidays, people just don't go see homes. They're busy. They are at holiday parties and cookie exchanges and, whatever get-togethers. They're out of state, they're traveling. People don't really see homes over the holiday season. So what a lot of sellers actually do is they take their house off the market and just enjoy the holidays with their family. And I think that for homes that didn't sell, that were withdrawn, that were on hold, I think we're going to see a bunch of them come back on the market in this kind of wave of inventory. There are also homes that chose to just stay on the market and hope that somebody was still looking. So there are homes that, have been on the market 100, 200, 250 days, and just kind of in a row, and they didn't take their home off the market. Totally fine. They might be totally fine homes. They just might not have been priced right, or maybe there is some sort of maintenance issue, or they happen to just have some really bad timing. So we have some inventory that arguably is sort of stale. Then we have homes that went off the market and are coming back on the market. I've started to see a few of those pop back up. And then, I have a couple of listings all coming up in the next few weeks that are going to be new listings. And I think that we are going to see, this kind of rush of homes to the market in the coming maybe month and a half. So this is the reason for that, is because this is the moment that sellers expect buyers to be out looking. And so it tends to be when people are, they've gotten through the holiday season, they saw all their friends and families' homes, they come back to their home, they're annoyed, they're like, we need different space. And so people start their home searches, January, early February. So this is the time to gear up. I know that a few of my sellers were doing all the things. We are having the windows cleaned, we're power washing, we are staging, we are deep cleaning the homes, maybe pre-inspections, just to make sure that the homes show beautifully, to hopefully really wow some buyers as soon as we hit the market. So what will that do to prices? So prices, interest rates still are where they're at. So they haven't dropped significantly. And as more jobs reports and economic reports come out, that's just going to be something that we have to keep in mind. With more inventory, you would think that prices would stay at a reduced amount. However, if buyers start snatching these homes up, then what we'll see is, that one sold for $500,000. Well, maybe I'll try for $525,000, and little by little, we could see prices rising throughout the spring. That's a real common thing that happens. Like the prices from January to May tend to become a little more inflated. So, you don't want to miss it and wait until May to list. But I think that you can expect to see more and more buyer activity, which could help with home values and raise them slightly. So all that being said, if you need to put down some new Texas roots, or if you are ready to get your home on the market and kind of just make a big change, please reach out. I would be happy to help you find your next home.